What's up, y'all? Entropy here. Welcome back to the Old Dominion Monarchs Dynasty. And we are about to open up conference play against Rice in our first game in Conference USA of the season. Coming off a rough loss at Virginia Tech where, well, they did to us what they should have done to us, quite frankly. And Old Dominion, we are looking to get back on track. Before we get into the game, though, I actually do have some recruiting news for y'all, so let's get into that a little bit. We've got 3 prospects visiting this week. Neil Kennedy, who we are probably going to end up losing this race for him, but as long as he's coming for the visit, I'm going to at least keep trying to get him. Who knows, maybe something magical will happen. But he would be a stud. He would man the middle of our defense, and there's a decent chance he'd even start as a freshman. Who knows? And we've got Jason Paris, the kicker, who we've got a solid lead on. I'm confident we'll be able to get him. Hopefully this visit will pretty much solidify that. And then Greg Hayes, who I don't have any points in because he's really low, only 61 overall. He's 6'8", 330, has very good size for an offensive tackle. But he is a bust, I believe, as well. When I scouted him, he went down 5 overall. And he's not a bad player by any stretch, but weirdly enough, our O-line is actually one of the things I have the least amount of problems with on this team. So I don't have a ton of reason to really dump any points into him. But we're leading on him. I went after him early in the season. Obviously, y'all didn't see that because I wasn't showing the first few weeks of recruiting. So we were able to build up a lead on him, but if we end up losing out on him, oh well, it is what it is, but he wants to visit, so he's coming. We also have upgrades for our 2 coordinators, Blake Seiler, the DC, and Kirk Campbell, the OC. For Campbell, I think I'm going to put it into up-tempo, get that injury rating up, and increase stamina. We haven't really had any fumbling problems, so I don't really feel a huge reason to put any points into that right now. So we're just going to put that to up-tempo. And then for Blake Seiler, the DC, we're going to put it into pass rush. Typically, I like to put the first 3 upgrades into stamina for both coordinators. But I think our defense has okay depth. I think we can survive maybe with a little less stamina for right now. My biggest problem has been we cannot pressure the quarterback. So I'm going to put that into charge, and hopefully that will help with that because we really need to generate some pressure. I think we have 1 sack, and it was on a play last week where the quarterback dropped back for like 7 seconds before the linebacker finally got there. So we need some help pass rushing, so that's where that point's going to go. As for our QB controversy that we've got going on here, DJ MJ has not had a good start to the year. Even those 2 weeks that we won, he didn't play really that well, but he was able to do enough that we were able to win. Plus, Blake Watson was running all over the place, and our defense was playing really, really well, so we were able to kind of get away with it. But as we get into conference play, and we've got Notre Dame on the schedule soon as well. I don't expect us to win that game regardless, but we're going to need some more consistent production out of our quarterback spot. Hayden Wolf came in a spot start, not spot start, but came in the game last week and played fine. Also not great, which was a little disappointing. It would have been awesome if he would have come in and lit it up and we would have known to start him. I know the biggest discrepancy between these two is down here with the throw power and throw accuracy. So Wolf has 2 points on DJ MJ in throw power, but the big difference is the throw accuracy. Wolf's got 81 throw accuracy to DJ MJ's 72. So it's definitely a huge discrepancy there. And then the trade-off is, of course, the speed. Wolf's not going to be a guy that we can really use to run the ball, even though he's listed as a scrambler at the top for some reason. But only 65 speed, so that's not going to do a ton for us. But Max got that scrambling ability, the ability to extend the play. We can run the option with him. So really, it is a tough decision because it's just a matter of what do we want to do. So I think I'm going to give DJ MJ one more chance. I will not hesitate to bench him in this game just like I did in the Virginia Tech game. And even regardless, I may throw Wolf in there at some point anyway, just to try and get some sort of comparison between the two on the game. But yeah, so we're going to start Mac for this game, at least. And if it goes well, we'll keep starting him. But if he comes out and has another like 3 for 17 performance like he did against Virginia Tech, we'll definitely have to consider starting Wolf for that next game. So without further ado, let's get into our game against Rice. They're 1-3 on the year, and Lee Corso is picking us to win the game, so that's always a good feeling. Statistically, not great. They lost to Texas A&M to start the year, lost to Tulsa, lost to Kansas, and they beat Houston. Oh no. Was Houston a fraud this whole time? I scheduled them thinking that was going to be a good, tough game for us, but we killed them. And now Rice also beat them for their only win of the year. Oh man. Houston might just not be that good this year. Oh well. So that's Rice's only win as well, so that doesn't tell us a whole lot. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's see if we can beat them. We're going to come out in the All Blacks for this one. We're starting conference play. We want the players to have a ton of confidence, so we're going to put them in maybe the nicest uniforms we've got. Now their best player is a lineman, and then they've got a receiver and a defensive tackle. Not particularly high overalls. I mean, they're all higher overalls than our best players, I believe. But definitely not too worrisome, at least just from looking at them initially. Oh my gosh, did I make a great decision. Look at those uniforms. Those are incredible. Rice, of course, countering with the all-whites. Coach N7 Ropey giving Ollie Jennings some words of encouragement before this game starts. And here we are back at SB Ballard Stadium, where the Old Dominion Monarchs will be taking on the Rice Owls. Let's go! Steven Williams fought off the block nicely, but the return man made a crazy cutback. Jake Bailey with a nice return. And every single receiver was on the right side of the field. Wiley Green. Oh my gosh. Is that actually his name? Bull, open on a swing pass, a nice stiff arm there. Hawkins can't bring him down either, but JoJo Heaton finishes them off. Jaeger Bull. Man, Rice has some amazing names. And another completion. Not a great start for the defense here. Rice is moving without a problem. Oh, look, it's the Virginia Tech formation, -1 tight end. Oh, and a drop by the receiver. That looked like another first down, but instead it's 3rd and 6. And a hit over the middle for a first down. Brad Rosner. Ryan Henry breaks through the line to stop Jordan Myers for a short gain. Quarterback keeps it, and Ryan Henry blows it up. Huge play for the linebacker. 3rd and 12. Oh my gosh, he was not open, but the pass got through. The wrong defender was there and was unable to find the ball. UCF takes down number 10 South Carolina. UCF undefeated on the year. Look out for them. Disappointing we couldn't stop them there, but let's see if we can get a drive of our own put together. BJMJ keeps it, tries to get to the outside, gets a little stuck, but a 10-yard gain for the quarterback. Watson cuts it back, breaks a ton of tackles, and he's out to the 45-yard line with a gain of 14. I may try implementing the option a little more as long as we've got DJMJ on the field. Just with that increased, or the added mobility over Hayden Wolf, maybe we should try and take advantage of it a little more while we're using him. Let's see if we can catch him off guard with a play action. We've just run the ball to this point, and they weren't fooled, and I'm not going to risk that. We are throwing that away. DJMJ fights, gets the first down. Tough run there for the quarterback. He's got 3 for 29 already. Blake Watson's got a seam. Good blocking there from the O-line, and I think it was either Smart or Jennings that came over and made a nice block upfield. I'm not throwing that. I'm just going to run it. Oof. I tried to slide, but I didn't react in time. Elijah Davis getting some action now. Watson must be tired. Davis fights. Gets inside the 2, I think. And Davis has a huge hole to walk through for the touchdown. And Old Dominion responds nicely after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Let's see if our defense steps up knowing the offense has their back this game. I think we may have gotten a false start. We did. Move them on back, baby. There were a lot of guys I was worried about on that play, and I left my zone. Rosner over the middle gets the first down back. Man, what is it with teams and running this formation all the time? All of a sudden, this is 2 weeks in a row now. Oh, Henry got there, and the quarterback barely got it off. That is disappointing. Solano in the backfield. Can't bring him down, but JoJo Heaton's there to clean it up. TFL for the Monarchs. And that's the end of the first. We got a close one on our hands. Tied 7-7 after 1. And the tight end got open. Man, Ryan Henry is not good in coverage. He just gets burned continually. Come on, defense. We need a stop here. Let's get one. Gosh dang it, Lamarian. Another pitch play. That time they seal it off nicely. Kennedy III flips Jordan Myers over his back. Draw play. And Amari Morrison. We have not called his name very often so far this series. Ryan Henry can't bring the running back down in the backfield. Gosh dang it, man. We had that play read perfectly, and we just could not bring him down. And Jordan Myers punches it in from 2 yards out. The defense has not been playing well after those first 2 weeks where they really showed out. Oh, I had Kuntz over the top, and I couldn't hit him. That's disappointing. 3rd and long is not a position we can afford to be in too often, given how our pass game has been to start the year here. Go upfield, dude. And he didn't. And it threw a pick. Awful. I was expecting Watson to cut up field, and he just kind of didn't. So I threw it right to the defender instead. Gosh dang it. Oh, and the quarterback just takes off. Wiley Green scores. And just like that, Rice's lead grows to 14. It's amazing how one dumb play can just completely turn a game on its head. As McCoy's got some room down the sideline, he's not going to get caught. Raphael McCoy to the house. 99 yards. Oh my gosh, just what we needed. Oh, amazing stuff there for the wide receiver. I can't believe it. That was perfect timing, man. We needed that so badly. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop now. Wiley Green throws an interception. Lamarian James can't stay in bounds, but a huge turnover forced by the defense. Lamarian James makes a great play on the ball. Pass rush finally got there a little bit, and Wiley Green felt the pressure. Oh my gosh, a ridiculous play by George, whatever the crap that name was. I missed it, but the defensive back made a crazy bat down there. Just hit him. Good. Javon Harvey on the drag. He did not get out of bounds, so we're going to consider running some hurry up here, but nice to see Mac hit him. Watson with a nice cut. 2nd and inches. We can work with that. Watson gets it inside the 5. We've rushed for over 100 yards, and I think we're going to maybe just try and keep giving it to him here. Just get it in the end zone. Watson gets it up the middle, powers through two different defenders for the touchdown. Blake Watson with a huge play there, and Old Dominion is going to tie this game up. After the first half, it is 21-21. Old Dominion has fought back valiantly after being down 21-7 following a terrible turnover, but a kick return by Raphael McCoy and a nice drive capped off by a Blake Watson touchdown has got them in prime position to take over in the second half. Oh! DJ MJ absorbs a huge hit there. Thank God he didn't fumble it. Another big hit. Rice is mad about blowing their 14-point lead. They're hitting our guys really hard to start the second half here. I see Jennings. He's got it downfield. Stiff-arming a defender. He's down near the Rice 20-yard line. Huge completion there. DJ MJ not having a great day through the air. That's only his second completion of the game, but it is a big one, and he did a great job extending the play there with his legs. Watson gets it again, 10 yards inside the 10-yard line now, and Old Dominion's threatening once again. McCoy gets it on the jet sweep, got some blocks, and he's in for the touchdown! Raphael McCoy on the jet sweep, and Old Dominion takes the lead. Jordan Myers gets 7, but the defense is able to stop him and force a third down here. Draw play. Solano's there, and Myers is brought down in the backfield. Rice is going to have to punt it back. Oh, that guy dropped back perfectly. That should have been an interception. DJ MJ stiff arms, and he gets the first down. I wanted triangle. Oh, and Watson just drops the ball. Gosh dang it, man. We're going to try that. Deep to Stone Smart. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, my gosh. He had a touchdown. I cannot believe those last two plays. I mean, Watson, I get he's a running back, but Smart, man, you're like one of the best receivers on this team. And Charity downs it inside the 5. I don't know if I've ever actually pulled that off before in all my years of playing this game. Come on, crowd, get loud. We want a safety. Big hit by Hawkins III. Wants it deep, and Roger Cray is there. He bats it away. 4th and 6, and Rice is going to have to punt it from out of their own end zone. Isaiah Page to return. Wants to flip the field. Does he have the speed? He's gotten around a few guys. One to beat. Oh, and Isaiah Page nearly houses it. But very good field position here for the Monarchs. DJ MJ's got a block, and he's got a touchdown! Monarchs take a 2-score lead as the third quarter is winding to a close. Huge run there by DJ MJ. Ooh, number 9 TCU drops a 20-point loss to SMU. Wow. Battle of the acronyms. I must say I'm proud of this defense. I mentioned earlier that they've been kind of disappointing these last two games, but they've stepped up in a huge way, except for this play right now, in which the running back is still on his feet. But we forced some turnovers, had some big stops on third down. The defense has really stepped up here in this game. Oh, he's wide open. Rosner again. Jordan Myers is starting to find his footing a little bit. And the tight end gets it over the middle. I don't know how that tackle was missed, but Jack Bradley ends up with a 7-yard gain from it. And a big bat down for Roger Cray, his second deflection of the game. That brings up 3rd down. A pitch. Heaton's there, can't stop him, but Williams is there to finish him off. Big stand there for the defense. Question is Rice going to go for it, or are they going to kick the field goal? They're going for it. Here we go. This could be the game. We need this stop defense. Come on. A run, and Henry stops him. Jordan Myers can't get anywhere. Henry explodes through the line to bring him down in the backfield, and Old Dominion's got the turnover on downs. Tell you what, Ryan Henry may not be able to cover anybody, but that guy is playing so well at the line of scrimmage. Watson's got some running room. He's out past midfield. He got run down because he is not fast, but a huge run there by Blake Watson. Watson again. He's showing out once again in this game. It's nice we haven't had to completely abandon the run. We got him in the flat. No, we don't, because TJMJ can't hit nothing on the run. Probably gonna have to try and kick this. It's a long one, 48 yards. Let's see if Rice can knock it through. It's up, and it is good! Nick Rice makes it a 3-score game. And number 19 LSU upsets number 8 Georgia. Man, Georgia's having a huge fall from grace, unlike they did in real life this year. Over the middle, Petrie catches it. And Rice is going to run hurry up here and try and get some points quickly. And I think they false started. They did. Can't get out of their own way. Draw play. And a huge play. I think that was Marcus Haynes that brought him down. And he is sacked! I don't know who number 52 is off the top of my head. Chaz Wallace, who is maybe the 3rd-string defensive tackle, I think, with a huge sack there. Wow. Was not expecting to call his name in this one. And he's got a lot of running room. He's got the 1st down and more. Gosh dang it. I completely blew that play. I'm surprised they've been running the ball as much as they have. Ooh, and Robert Kennedy III knocks that one down. Nice play from the safety. Green panics and throws it. Mason catches it. And he ran backwards a little bit there. Ended up losing the conversion. Rice is, of course, going to go for this regardless. Coming out in the Va-Tech formation once again. They don't hand it off. It's over the middle. That area was wide open because I thought they were handing it off. And they're inside the 10 now, but they are very quickly running out of time. Stopped just short. I mean, he nearly had that at least 3 separate times on that run, but we were able to stop him just short of the goal line. Ooh, Stephen Williams brings down Jordan Myers while still on the block, and it's 4th and goal. Both teams just playing for pride at this point, but we do not want to let them score here. Wiley can't find anyone, and he's sacked! Big play there. Not really for the sake of the game, but still nice to see someone jump in there and make a play. Is that the guy who made the play against Va-Tech, whose name I didn't know? I think it was. His first name began with a D. I can't remember his name, though. Watson makes one man miss. Wow. Believe it or not, I was trying to get to Javon Harvey down the field on that play. You would never have guessed it based on the throw, but that is what I was trying to do. Oh, wow. Damian Charity lights up Sean French, whatever. And Rice false starts again. And JoJo Heaton intercepts it. Brought down immediately by Brad Rosner, but that will do it. An exclamation point ending for Old Dominion as they open up Conference USA play with a win against the Rice Owls. A team we probably should have beaten anyway, but just because we should have beaten them doesn't mean it doesn't feel good to beat them. I gotta say, I'm very impressed. The defense stepped up in a huge way after a rocky start. Raphael McCoy with the kick return when we needed a momentum swing. I mean, DJ MJ still wasn't great, but the rest of the offense looked good. I don't know. It's a mixed bag of feelings just because of how our quarterback played. But nonetheless, feels great to get a win in the win column. Wow. 2 for 12 for DJ MJ today. Only 62 yards through the air and a pick. Also took a sack. Gosh, we got to figure something out with the quarterback situation. I mean, we're winning games because our ground attack has been solid and our defense has been holding teams to not too many points for the most part. But golly, man, we got to figure something out here. Blake Watson, a standout, 18 for 150 and a touchdown. Ran the ball all over the field. Very little problem getting what he wanted. Averaged 8 per carry. Very strong game for him. DJ Mack Jr., 8 for 59 and a touchdown. And then Raphael McCoy took the jet sweep for a touchdown. And then Elijah Davis, the backup running back, came in and got a touchdown of his own when Blake Watson was gassed. Strong game on the ground for sure. Not a whole lot to speak of in the receiving department, again, because we only completed 2 passes. But Ali Jennings, 1 for 46. That was a big play. And then Javon Harvey, I believe, took a drag route and then ran up the left sideline for a gain of 16. Stone Smart and Blake Watson on back-to-back plays dropped the ball. It was not good. It was really bad at the time because it's when we were trying to move the ball and get some momentum on our side, and that kept happening. So we can't have that. Again, I'll give Watson a little more of a pass because he's a running back, and I don't think he's necessarily known for his receiving skills, and he's been so good on the ground anyway. But Stone Smart to drop that one that would have been a touchdown was hugely disappointing. But again, it's part of the receiving core's problem is the fact that the quarterback can't hit the broadside of a barn from the inside. So hopefully that improves. Alex Solano was the standout on defense with 7 tackles. Steven Williams with 5, and then a collection of guys with 4. Lots of TFLs all around. Steven Williams and Ryan Henry each with 2. Ryan Henry, I mean, he didn't have the most tackles, and his stat line doesn't pop off the screen per se here. But my gosh, what a performance from him today. He did everything we needed him to do on defense. He got through and blew up a few plays at the line of scrimmage where he just stuffed the running back before he could even think of running anywhere. He was making plays, especially against the run today. Chaz Wallace, again, who I think is the 3rd string defensive tackle, registered a sack. And Dave Harris, that his name does begin with a D, it turns out, who is exactly the same guy that had that play against Virginia Tech, with a sack on 4th down as Rice was inside our 5-yard line, and we kept them from converting there, which was very nice to see. Lamarian James and JoJo Heaton each with an interception. Heaton's, of course, which was at the end of the game and didn't make a huge difference, but Lamarian James was a huge play when we needed momentum on our side and the defense needed to step up. He did, and I believe that pick led to us tying the game at 21 before the end of the half. Raphael McCoy with a huge 99-yard kick return touchdown to cut the lead back down to 7 and get momentum flipped. That was a huge play. It's great to see that we're still able to make plays in the return game even without Jordan Bly. Raphael McCoy is definitely not the same player, but he's clearly very capable of doing things. So that's a good thing. And 7 Ropey is now level 4, so I will do that upgrade in this video real quick. We're going to put in visits. It's always good to invest in that, and quite frankly, I don't feel like I'm really desperate for more recruiting points. That was a huge win for this team to get back on track after dropping one to Virginia Tech. Next week, we've got Notre Dame on the road. Oh boy, that's going to be a tough one. But for now, let's celebrate this victory against Rice, who now falls to 1-4. that's going to do it for this video. Thank y'all so much for joining me as always, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Later, y'all.